There is not a one-size-fits-all approach to BMPs. A best management practice must be based on science, it must be feasible for the operation, and it has to be economically viable for the grower. Each farm in the Suwannee Valley has developed a unique operational strategy and evolved over time to become sustainable in challenging conditions in North Florida. A few common crops for the area include corn, peanuts, carrots, watermelon, sweet potatoes, cotton, snap beans, and many more. With the diversity of crops, practices are dependent upon the equipment needed for the rotation of crops being grown and the scale of operation.
I'm Dee Broughton, Regional Specialized Extension Agent here at the North Florida Research and Education Center, Suwannee Valley. One of the things that I focus on here at the center is corn research. Trial work that we're doing revolves around nutrient and water management. There's a pretty big thrust in the direction of saving our natural resources in this area, specifically water quality and quantity. And corn is one of the target crops to focus on to try to conserve and find solutions to problems associated with that crop.
A BMP is any management practice that helps the producer better manage the resource. We call them BMPs because they are the best we know at this point in time. A BMP number one has to be practical to do for a farmer. Number two, it has to be economically viable. And three, it has to protect the water quality and other natural resources. If it doesn't pass this three-pronged test, it isn't a BMP.
If I were to send a message to the public or talk to a group of people about agriculture, about growers in this area and what they're doing to try to conserve, I would just like to reinforce the fact that many of the growers here have been doing BMPs for a number of years, but as we're getting closer to the BMAP, or a Basin Management Action Plan, we're getting more efficient, we're coming up with better best management practices focused on the things that are specifically a problem right here and now. Technology is evolving quickly and our farmers are learning that they have to adapt quickly, and it's a good thing that they've been doing BMPs because they're more eager to learn and do and adapt to those new techniques.
My definition of a BMP, it stands for best management practices, and so those producers are trying to use the best management practices to conserve water. Could be one, only giving the crop what they need as far as water resources, and then that goes kind of hand in hand with the fertilizer component, that they want to grow the crop as well as they can with the proper amount of nitrogen and not leach that nitrogen or fertilizer due to overwatering. So it's kind of goes hand in hand with the fertilizer and the watering.
It's very difficult to say exactly what the future of ag is, but there are projections that within the next 20 years, irrigated agricultural cropland is going to increase by 40%. We're going to need to continue to find solutions to overcoming some of the environmental pressure and challenges that we have facing our resources.
The collaborative effort between UF-IFAS, the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, and other partnering agencies serve as a cornerstone for agriculture. Work being done as a result of these partnerships provide growers with information on improved practices and emerging technologies which help the future sustainability of agriculture in Florida long term.